There's no easy way to say this, but I can't stand eating outdoors. Now, stay with me on this because sometimes you have to eat outdoors. For instance, if I'm at a theme park, Six Flags, Great America, or Animal Kingdom, or whatever you call some of these places, and we order hamburgers for the family, and they got the round little tables with the canopy umbrella over it, and you sit down with your family and you're outdoors, that's fine. You're away from the animals, you order your food, you sit around, and you're eating. But as far as dining, going out to eat, I need to be inside. I don't want to even go to Starbucks and get a cup of coffee and sit outside. And don't even get me started on the weather. I'll get to that in a minute. But first of all, I want to talk about sitting on grass and eating. And when I was little, I couldn't stand this. There were areas where the grass was wet. There were areas where the grass was just dry, and they had the little corn stickers for whatever reason. They just kind of stick the little cornball stickers, or it's muddy, or you got an anthill, and you got ladybugs, you got flies all around. You got this paper plate with potato salad on it. You got your hamburger on it, and then you got some fries on the side and maybe some peas. And the paper plate is flimsy. And you're walking to sit down on the grass with a cup of Kool-Aid, holding on to this. You even doubled the paper plate, and you got to sit on the grass dealing with ants and bugs and flies coming around, and now your soda has ants on it because there's an ant hill somewhere you didn't know about. I'm serious. This has happened to me, and I've seen it happen to my kids. Thank God for Lunchables back in the 90s and early 2000s. But this is what happened when you sit on grass. You deal with bugs and flies and ants. And don't let a bee just happen to come around and you got your kids sitting there and they get up and run away, and now a bee's on the red soda and by your cup. I don't even like sitting on grass like that. I don't even like sitting on those vinyl chairs that we use when we go to the soccer games and open up. Give me a bench with a table and an umbrella under it if I'm out like that at a park. Not doing it. And you talk about the weather when it's windy and it's cold. I grew up in Daly City. It's foggy. Sometimes the wind blows. It's wet. Worked at a camp with kids. Are you kidding me? 57 degrees every day and we're eating outside. With pigeons flying around. What do the kids do the first time they see a pigeon? Throw them a piece of bread or a cracker. Now we got a mess of pigeons around here. So I definitely don't want to eat. What do we have to worry about the pigeons doing after they finish eating? Flying over our heads and pooping on us. And the pigeons are very subtle, because don't get me started on the seagulls and going to the beach. And that's a whole nother area when you have to eat in the sand. And you got a sandwich. And your feet got water on it with sand. Oh, it's okay. Put the blanket down. They'll be okay. My aunt making me a mayonnaise sandwich with mustard and mayonnaise sandwich with salami and cheese. And I got dirt on my face. Go wash your hands. Well, by the time we go and wash our hands and come back, there's going to be dirt from us biting our sandwich. Can we just go to the car and eat? And maybe come back? But in Daly City, we have fog. There's no fun eating in the fog. We went to the snow and we were drinking hot chocolate outside. My wife said, oh, just drink the coffee and the hot chocolate. It'll warm you up. Why can't we eat it in the cabin? Oh, because then we have to walk way up there and, then the kids want to stay down here and play in the snow, and their snowman is going to get stolen by it. Just all kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't even want to go. Can I just stay in the cabin and chill? Buying hot chocolate to drink in the cold. Got mittens on. My son dropped his hot chocolate. We had to go buy him another one. The styrofoam cup, he doesn't know how to hold it. He squeezes it so tight that the styrofoam cup breaks. I told my wife, tell him to take the mittens off. It's too cold. One reason why I don't go to the snow. And he's trying to eat his donut with his mittens on. Can we just go back to the cabin and eat inside? You go to the beach, seagulls are there. True story. I was at the San Francisco Zoo with a camp. And the seagulls, they know people because they're around people the whole entire day. They know when lunch is. We're sitting at a table. A seagull lands right on our table, grabs the kid's sandwich, and flies away. I kid you not. You can't eat inside anywhere at a zoo, but then these animals, they come and eat your food. Pigeons will flock to you when you're coming from the concession stand. This is no lie. And they have zoologists and people to keep the animals away while you eat. On standby like security. To keep the pigeons away. And the seagulls away. San Francisco Zoo. And don't kill me for this one, people. But if you're walking your dogs in a park, and they're smelling around and trying to find somewhere to use the bathroom, and they use the bathroom and you pick their poop up, and then your dog comes over while you're on the bench and puts his paws on you while you're eating your sandwich. Most people will say, oh, look at that, he wants to play. Oh, and then pet him on the, oh, no. He's just been sniffing around and just took a crap and you picked his poop up. And now he's coming over here and he's wanting to play and be pet. Excuse me. I'm trying to enjoy my yogurt and string cheese. They have no problem with dogs. Have no problem with animals, but they have their. This is why I want to eat inside. I don't want to deal with dogs. I don't want to deal with weather. I don't want to have to deal with seagulls flying over me pooping. Went to a farm one time. Guess where the benches were? Right outside the pigs area. Why? Oh, because the piglets coming. It's so fun to see them when they all walk by with their families. And what? Why are we eaten by pigs? Went to a marine biology, something we were seeing sea lions. I was in the 4th grade. And we're sitting there eating lunch on the deck. And one of the sea lions went into labor. And the marine, whoever it was, the lady in charge told us not to talk and to be quiet because you're looking at a sea lion. You guys are lucky to see this. And she's giving birth right there in front of us. And we have to be quiet and eat. I'm thinking I'm in 4th grade. Why do I want to see that? Bit my apple and the teacher says, eat your apple afterwards. We want everyone to eat either a sandwich or a banana. What? Just take us to the cafeteria. They had a cafeteria there. All the rest of the kids were in there eating. But for whatever reason, we're seeing history because we're able to watch this sea lion give birth. Don't make any noise, boys and girls, because you don't want her to go into shock and she could kill the baby. She can die and so can the baby. Like my father took me fishing on a boat one time and we were eating sandwiches. And my uncle catches the fish and the fish is all flopping around, going everywhere. And I'm like, hey, this is about to get on my food. Care about no fishing or a fish? My father had worms in his hand and then bit a sandwich. I couldn't believe it. I said, I'm not going fishing again. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's crazy. Give me four walls and a roof over my head. And I'll enjoy. I don't have to worry about any salt water. Licking my lips because I'm on a boat. I'm licking my lips in this salt water. I'm thinking I haven't yet added any Pringle potato chips or anything. Why is my lips all chappy with? Because I've been out there and we've been in the middle of the ocean on a boat. I don't get it. I just want to eat inside. I went to Puerto Rico with my wife and she said, oh, let's sit out here and eat on the deck. And I was eating. I was like, it was cemented everywhere. Everything was fine. And an iguana or a gecko, like the size of my foot, just came and sat there and stared. I had a Diet Coke and hamburger. I was livid. I got up and left, and I left the burger there, and I left the Diet Coke there, and my wife said, where you going? I said, I'm going back to the hotel. I'm not doing this. I ate indoors. I'm not dealing with fog. I'm not dealing with rain. I'm not dealing with people's dogs coming up to me, owners getting an attitude with me because I'm not petting their dog. Paper plates falling. I can't do it. Anyway, this is the Waters Rant. We got to pay some bills.